Hello and welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the Conference USA football season. It's the battle for the trophy as we crown the champion of Conference USA right here today. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 25 team in the country, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida International Panthers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So Tulsa's offense in less than ideal position off that forward turn. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Jukes to get free. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
That's an important 1st down on that running play.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Here's the 2nd down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Going to try to use his legs here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. They're going to run it here. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. He'll throw it now. Caught near the sticks. It's Adams. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The defense backed up against their own end zone. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
So the FIU Panthers offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And that's another FIU.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-9.
They'll run it from the gun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, and he fumbles. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up a first down.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to make a big play downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Hard running through a tackle. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Second down play coming up.
Second down.
Grab behind the line. It's Patchett. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. You get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Brings up second down.
And there's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down here for this offense.
That's a first down for the offense.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense now operating in the red zone.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Looking to pass this time. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard attempt. He knocks this one right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Testing the right side here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss. Brings up second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. And it's Tulsa on top right now. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
Tulsa 10. Florida International 7.
offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Grab down the middle. It's Hart. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. His line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And it's just flat dropped on 3rd down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a 4th down call. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing, but they needed more than that here. They line up.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Tulsa offense back on the field now. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Just ran away from the defense.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Now to try here for the extra point.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14.
That makes the score. Tulsa, 17. Florida International.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 15. Set to kick off.
Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. Here's the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Movement here from the tight end. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense. Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Tulsa.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Florida International.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 26. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The pass rush closing in, and is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Tulsa.
And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And now here comes the point after attempt.
On for the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Tulsa, 31. Florida International, 14.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Crosses the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's hit just before the throw. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back has it on a screen now. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long. Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Bringing it back, it's Sharp. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. A physical tackle there, big versus big. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Down he goes, a sack.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Talk about an edge of your seat type of first half, or as they call it in this conference, just another typical CUSA championship game. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the second half of the CUSA Championship.
Tulsa will kick it off to get the second half going. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple of blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here we go.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, FIU. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Did they get a drive going this time? Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They begin with a quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Finds his target.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
He hands it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense back out there now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, great call, Chris. You're still in your own territory, but going for it in this situation isn't as risky as, say, being on your own 20, obviously. So I'm fine with the call, and clearly it works out for him this time.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And now the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Can they convert on 3rd down to keep this drive rolling? Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They'll run it here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense.
42 Spider, 4-2 travel.
Keeping it on the ground here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. Here's a carry for the fullback. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Florida International. They will claim the second half lead. Work at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. The Tulsa offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. A completion makes it second down.
At the 15-yard line. Brings up second down.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. I got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Tight end makes the grab. And the game will pick up the first down. Tackled at the 22. A new set of downs after that completion.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Grab behind the line. It's Hatchett. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield. And here comes the punter onto the field. Fair catch made at the 40. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, and it's incomplete. What an opportunity for a desperately needed takeaway. Couldn't quite come up with it. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, that he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now. They go back onto the attack, but now behind on the scoreboard. Can they answer right away? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, is swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. And Kirk gets FIU with the lead here. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 15.
On the return, it's Sharp. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Gonna run it. It's Sharp. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Throws a stiff arm. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, here comes the reverse. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
2nd and goal for the offense.
42 Spider. 4
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Here we go.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? It's a quarterback keeper. Oh, and nowhere to run inside. That's going to be a safety.
Well, that was ugly, especially the timing of this. Now in the 4th quarter, you're trying to get back into this game, and you give up a safety. Now, there's still some time left, but you've really killed any momentum at all of trying to get back into the game.
After giving up the safety, they have to kick it away here now. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt.
Returner is tackled at the 44. And your Florida International Panthers will take over.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Breaking free at the 35. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now the important point after attempt. And the extra point makes the lead 20 in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Looking for the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hatchett.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
And this pass is caught, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Got him. He's sacked. The offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The back's got it. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. First and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Florida International. And the route is on.
Well, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical with the line of scrimmage.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders in this defense. The late timeout taking just 4 seconds on the clock. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Talk about a perfect end to the regular season, becoming champions of Conference USA. They've accomplished a goal, and they've made their case. Now it comes down to what the committee decides to do to see if this championship team is going to get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.